Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Always a few little glitches when we get started, but today it's all good. So join us with this wonderful meditation, and let's get going. Welcome. I'm Anne Ahokangas. Join with me in this guided meditation. You may be living day to day concerned about not having enough, or whatever you feel is necessary for happiness and security. And maybe your body echoes those feelings by sending messages of discomfort in the form of anxiety and worry or stress. This, however, doesn't have to be the way that it is. Instead, if you learn to trust the intelligence of the universe and practice living carefully and intentionally, you can live fearlessly without worry or a focus on lack. You can learn to expect only the best and live your life from a place of true joy. When your mind nourishes your body with carefree thoughts and feelings, the body naturally returns to this beautiful natural state of happiness and calm. And from this place of bliss, you're able to regain the memory of who and what you really are. A beautiful, magnificent spiritual being. You are interconnected with the creative power of the universe. And as you reconnect to your true nature, you cross this invisible boundary between your ego and your true self. And you begin to feel more lighthearted. You'll find humor in everyday circumstances. You'll notice that you're laughing more even at yourself because you no longer take yourself so seriously. You become more able to handle the unexpected. With calm and ease, your life becomes free of drama. Are you ready to learn to detach from worry about the future? And trust instead that there's always enough of anything you need or desire. How would it change you to know this? Would you feel happier? More carefree? Notice that all these qualities are available to you right in this moment. Won't you choose them now? And in this relaxed and wonderful, blissful state, there is nothing you lack, for all your needs are met. So let's begin with some ideas on how to practice living each moment as it comes. Living each moment with the light and open heart, paying attention to how those carefree moments carry with them an even greater abundance, more joy, more fulfillment. So take some time now to reflect on good times. So perhaps today you can reflect on some good times. Look at old photos, play a favorite song, Pet your cat or dog. Take a leisurely walk. Even spend time with someone who warms your heart. Experience the joy of all that you love, including yourself. As a spiritual being, there is nothing to fear. For all that truly exists in the world is love. So as we begin this meditation together, take a moment to place your attention in your heart. And release all the whirling thoughts that may have been going on up to this moment. And focus on today's centering thought. I move through my days light-hearted and carefree, knowing all is well. I move through my days light-hearted and carefree, knowing all is well. Now let's begin. Please get yourself comfortable, placing your hands lightly on your lap, closing your eyes if they aren't already. And in this moment, go within, to that place of inner quiet, where you experience your connection to the higher self, the place where spirit resides. Let go of all thoughts and begin to observe the inflow and outflow of your breath. With each breath, allow yourself to become more relaxed, more comfortable, more at peace. And gently say to yourself, I move through my days light-hearted and carefree, knowing all is well. I move through my days light-hearted and carefree, knowing all is well. Repeating it mentally and allowing it to flow with effortless ease. I move through my days light-hearted and carefree, knowing all is well. And if you find yourself distracted by thoughts, sensations in your body, or noises in the environment, simply return your attention to mentally repeating, I move through my days light-hearted and carefree, knowing all is well. Please continue with your meditation. Don't mind the time. And at the end, I'll help you by ringing a soft bell to indicate it's time to release your mantra. I move through my days light-hearted and carefree, knowing all is well. I move through my days light-hearted and carefree, knowing all is well. I move through my days light-hearted and carefree, knowing all is well. I move through my days light-hearted and carefree, knowing all is well. I move through my days light-hearted and carefree, knowing all is well. It's time to release the mantra. It's time to release the mantra. Please bring your awareness back into your body. Take a moment to rest, inhaling and exhaling slowly and deeply. When you feel ready, open your eyes. And as you continue with your day, carry a sense of the lightheartedness with you, reminding yourself of the centering thought for today. I move through my days lighthearted and carefree, knowing all is well. I move through my days lighthearted and carefree, knowing all is well. I move through my days lighthearted and carefree, knowing all is well. And so it is.
Welcome to Unity, where we explore living everyday spirituality. We're so grateful that you're here today in our last day in this location. It's a good thing you can't see what's out there and just see us. And happy Halloween. My name's Reverend Pat Ball. I am your platform assistant for today. And so we begin by dedicating this service to the Hamilton Regional Indian Center. Their vision is to create change that empowers urban Aboriginal people, and their mission is to provide the urban Aboriginal people with the tools to achieve a balanced, holistic lifestyle. And so we are tithing to them this year, hoping to help them fulfill their vision and their mission. Let's begin with the City of Hamilton land acknowledgement, because the City of Hamilton itself is situated upon the traditional territories of the Erie, the Neutral, the Huron-Wendat, the Haudenosaunee, and the Mississaugas. This land is covered by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, which was an agreement between the Haudenosaunee and the Anishinaabe to care and to share the resources around the Great Lakes. Today, the City of Hamilton is home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, which we call North America. And we recognize that we must do more to learn about the rich history of this land so that we can better understand our roles as caretakers, neighbors, partners, and residents. So let's begin with our Song of the Month, sung by Emilio.
Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have the health of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Sing with me. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up. Sing. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up.
Thank you so much, Emilio. That was just wonderful. And now to lead us on our spiritual journey, Reverend Ann.
Hello. I am the good witch of abundance of the harvest. So what do you think? This is a little bit sort of in my way, but that's okay. So hopefully you're enjoying the day. It was a mystical morning this morning driving in here. It was something from the Halloween movies. It was absolutely interesting. So I'm so delighted that you are here with us online and here with us in person. There's a number of people here in person with masks on, which we provided, or they came with their own. And hopefully you have a wonderful Halloween weekend, and tomorrow being actual Halloween. And if you're here for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're not always silly, but we are sometimes. So I like to begin with connecting with the spirit within, which I call the opening intention during this presentation. So close your eyes just for a moment and allow the whirling thoughts that are going on in your mind to just be set aside for a moment. And just bring your focus to your heart center, to the place where spirit resides. And just allow yourself to connect with the love that is within you. And as you do, hear these words. Life is good. God, Spirit, the all that is all there is. And love is the only power. And as I align myself with the power within, I create my best life. Please join with me in affirming, and so it is. And bring your attention back to this wonderful new song for us called Thrive.
I was holding back, scared to give it all. Thought if I had nothing left, I would surely fall. I was saving it up, refusing to give. Now I know that I was refusing to live. But I have seen the light, and I'm gonna make it right. No more holding back just to survive. Yeah, I'm gonna find a way to give my best every day and receive the gifts of this life. Yeah, I'm gonna thrive. I'm gonna thrive. There's no such thing as scarcity or lack. 'Cause everything we give, it's always coming back. And every time we refuse to believe, we are simply refusing to receive. But when we see the light, then we can make it right and stop holding back just to survive. If we can find a way to give our best every day, we'll receive the gifts of this life, and we're gonna thrive. Yeah, we're gonna thrive. So let your guard down, reach your hand out, let your love flow. It's time that you know, when you see the light, then you can make it right and stop holding back just to survive. If you can find a way to give your best every day, you'll receive the gifts of this life, and you're gonna thrive. Yes, you're gonna thrive.
That was so great. Thank you so much, Emilio. I love the mask. That does. I think, we need to read it all the time. Wear it like every week, I think, Well, today's absolute word is prosperity. Oh my goodness, what a coincidence. I am joyfully prosperous. What I have in the bank, the kind of car I drive, or the house I live in are some of the manifestations of my abundance. The source of all prosperity lies in divine ideas like benevolence, generosity, and abundance used according to law. I look beyond appearances to find a deeper meaning of prosperity. Meaningful work is part of my prosperity, not only because of what I earn, but also because of the satisfaction I feel when I use my skills. My house becomes a home when filled with people I love and care for. My financial resources don't diminish, but multiply when I share them generously. As I look beyond the good things in my life to the love, the creative insight, and the limitless flow of divine ideas I use to bring them into manifestation, I discover true abundance. Thank you.
This is by Karen Drucker. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Repeat after me. Say, money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Every time I open my heart, I receive all that I need, knowing that God is my source. I relax and let it flow, and I know that money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. I got money. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. I got money. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. I have all that I need. It's all inside of me. I just ask and let go and let spirit direct the flow, and I know that money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Say, money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. So much money. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. I got money. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Let me hear ya. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. So much money. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Sing it with a smile. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. So much money. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me.
Oh, so this is our last Sunday of the month of October. And we've been talking about abundance, about money, about wealth, and how to be in the flow of it all. And that wealth isn't necessarily money, it's having to do with how to live in the flow. And when you live in the flow, then money is just one aspect of it. So I'd like to look today at spiritual truths and laws, and then excuse me. And the importance of spiritual truths and laws is that what you believe about life and how life supports you or doesn't support you is how it shows up for you. And that's actually a spiritual law. What you believe comes about. So let's begin with that. The truth is that the power within you is greater than anything outside of you. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we were taught as children in school that we have this power within ourselves, and taught in a healthy way that we can bring about good in our lives and in everyone else's lives through this power within? Here's a wonderful affirmation if you want to say it with me. I trust and live in the infinite flow of abundant good. And that is true, isn't it? When we live in fear about money, we constrict the flow. When we live in healthy love of money, the flow is easy and natural. And let's change that to anything. Health, let's say. When we live in fear of health, we constrict the flow. When we live in a healthy love of our health, the flow is easy and natural. When we live in fear of life, we constrict the flow. When we live in a healthy flow, in a healthy love of life, the flow is easy and natural. So everything is the same and interchangeable. That's one of the truths of life. So let's look at the first law, and I'm going to cover 7 of them today. There are many, and I'll call it the law, but you can also call it the truth of your being. So the law of pure potentiality, that you are pure potential, and so is everyone else, so is life. So you are pure consciousness, and pure consciousness is pure potentiality. It's the field of all possibilities and infinite creativity. Pure consciousness is our spiritual birthright. You are infinite and unbounded and pure joy. You have access to pure knowledge, infinite silence, perfect balance, invincibility, simplicity, and even bliss. This is your essential nature. It is your essential nature to have it all, if you so choose. So the law of giving and receiving, did you ever think of that as a law? And yet it is, and there is a truth to it. As you give, so you receive. And as you receive, so you give, often. And if you don't, you're not in the flow. The universe operates through giving and receiving. And in our willingness to give that which we seek, we keep the abundance of the universe moving. Think about giving a gift to someone, for instance, and being in the giving mode. If they're not in the receiving mode, can't you feel how the flow has stopped? Like it actually stops pretty abruptly if they go, ooh, what did you just give me? Or without any kind of acknowledgement. And so, as you are a receiver in life, is that how you receive some things? Perhaps with trepidation, hesitation, maybe thinking it should be different or better. Because as you receive, so you will get from others and from life. So it has to be a balance of both. Applying the law of giving, you put the law of giving into effect by making a commitment to these following steps. Wherever I go, this seems to be cut off a little bit here for some reason. Sorry about that, everyone. Wherever I go and whomever I encounter, I will bring them a gift. The gift may be a compliment, a flower, or something. There's no way to adjust this because it's actually in the PowerPoint itself. But have you ever thought of the gift of a compliment rather than just a thing, or the gift of a smile rather than just a thing? Because it is a gift. Have you ever noticed when somebody is busy in their thoughts and you wait to get their attention, and when you do and you smile at them, all of a sudden they smile back? Or like in Diane's case, they don't. I was staring at Diane and she was just looking at me like, and I thought, that didn't work this time. I know, now she's laughing because I called her out on it. The thing is, as we give, the expectation of receiving is there, isn't it? But the thing is, don't expect, because that's also something that if you expect something, it's not always going to show up the way that you thought. So today I give something to everyone I meet, and I begin the process by circulating joy, wealth, and affluence in my life and in the lives of others. So how can you bring more joy today? We're kind of having fun with our costumes and our masks, right? And that brings some joy. Brings me some joy to know that I'm wearing it and I look kind of funny. And I was thinking about what can I be today? Because I don't want to be like an evil witch or anything. So I am the witch of abundance. And, you know, I have an abundance of love, abundance of colors and textures. I put mascara on so heavily that I have an abundance of eyelashes at the moment. I have an abundance of hairspray, and so I'm an epitome of abundance. So today I gratefully receive all the gifts life has to offer me. I receive the gifts of nature, sunlight, the sound of birds singing, the rain, and maybe even the change of seasons. Do you gratefully receive those? Do you look at those as gifts? The fog this morning was such a beautiful gift. So make a commitment to keep wealth circulating I make a commitment to keep wealth circulating in my life by giving and receiving life's most precious gifts. The gifts of caring, affection, appreciation, and love. I love you. I love you, and I wish you happiness, and I wish you joy. And I know that as I wish it, it's kind of selfish of me because I know that I also receive it. It's such a wonderful way to be a giver. Each time I meet someone, I choose to silently wish them happiness, joy, and laughter. Do you want to say that with me? Each time I meet someone, I choose to silently wish them happiness, joy, and laughter. I mean, you can't give a greater gift than that, can you? So then there is the law of karma, or another word for karma is cause and effect. Now we know that there's cause and effect, don't we, in a lot of situations in life. And we learn in the spiritual path that what you think about comes about. So that's also cause and effect. People think of karma as sort of a negative, but it isn't. Because if you give out good, you receive good in some way or another. So every action generates a force of energy that returns to us in kind. And when we choose actions that bring happiness and success to others, the fruit of our karma is happiness and success. You and I are essentially infinite choice makers. I mean, that is something that it's a truth about us. We get to choose, always, about everything. And when you say, well, I'm not choosing, that was a choice to not choose. Like, you can't get away from it. You are always choosing. The best way to use this law is to be consciously aware of the choices that you make in every moment. Everything that is happening at this moment is a result of the choices that you made at some point. Like, what I think about today creates my tomorrow, even my next few moments. So here's 2 questions, and I may only be able to ask one because it's cut off, but we'll guess on the words, okay? What are the consequences of this choice I'm making? So that would be a deliberate way of making a choice. So let's say you're deciding, am I going to wear this mask or not? Am I going to wear this costume or not? What are the consequences of it? If I'm about to bring joy, then the consequences are probably joy. They may even be hilarious joy because someone looks at me and says, oh my gosh, you look like an idiot. You know, whatever it might be. Or will this choice bring fulfillment and happiness to me and also to those affected by this choice? And that's something to think about too in all the choices that you make. Then there is the law of least effort. Now, how many of you have felt you have to push through certain things and force things to happen, and they just need to be a certain way at a certain time and that kind of thing? The universe is not like that. The universe is the law of least resistance, least effort. Think about water. It finds the most interesting places to get through with no effort whatsoever. Nature's intelligence functions with effortless ease, with carefreeness, harmony, and what will we guess? And love. Yeah, that's a good one. And when we harness the forces of harmony, joy, and love, we create success and good fortune with effortless ease. So how have you been experiencing life? Has it been with effortless ease? Or has it been with struggle? And if it's been with effortless ease, then you are in the flow of wealth, abundance, and all the good things that are spirit. And if they've been a struggle, then how can you change that? What might you do? What other choice might you make so that it's a little easier? Grass doesn't try to grow, it just grows. Fish don't try to swim, they just swim. Flowers don't try to bloom, they just bloom. Birds don't try to fly, they fly. This is their intrinsic nature, and that's also our nature, to be who we are. The earth doesn't try to spin on its own axis. It's the nature of the earth to spin at a dizzying speed and hurtle through space. And yet we can't feel it, can we? Because gravity's holding us in place. Boy, it'd be pretty dizzying, wouldn't it, if we could feel it? And it's the nature of babies to be in bliss. Oh, and they smell so good too if they haven't done their thing in their diaper. But there's a smell to fresh new little babies, isn't there? And puppies. Oh, we're going to let you see a puppy later. Pat's going to bring her little puppy, little Gracie, up to the microphone so you can see and virtually sniff a new little puppy. It's the nature of the stars to glitter and sparkle. And it's the nature of you to live an abundant, wealthy, healthy, loving, joyous, happy, wonderful life. It's all about choices and about allowing, giving, and receiving, and some of the other laws and truths that I spoke about. And it's human nature to make our dreams manifest into the physical form easily and effortlessly. And we can when we're doing it from a place of joy and bliss and knowing that all is well, rather than because someone else said it was a good idea, or we wanted in a certain amount of time, or we wanted a certain way. If you can allow some surrender in that giving and receiving. I put the law of least effort and effect by making a commitment to take the following steps. I practice acceptance. Today, I will accept people, situations, circumstances, and events as they are. Accept people as they are. Love them where they're at. Accept a situation as it is. I know this moment is as it should be because the whole universe is as it should be. Like you might say, am I in the right place right now? You are because you're here. You are where you are because it is perfect for you, based on the truth. I do not struggle against the whole universe by trying to have it any differently. And so when I ask myself, am I doing the right thing? Am I in the right place? Yes, or you'd be doing something different. It's how it works. My acceptance is total and complete. I accept things as they are this moment, not as I wish them to be. How does that feel? Are you resisting against anything right now? Or are you in the flow? I mean, Halloween kind of represents the giving and receiving, doesn't it? You know, you get to go to somebody's door when you were a kid, and maybe as an adult they might allow you to do it too, I don't know, and say trick or treat. And they generously give, and you generously receive. And how wonderful is that? Then there is the law of intention and desire. Any idea what that is? In every intention and desire is the mechanics for its fulfillment. If you set an intention, it has already an answer for you in the universe, or else you wouldn't have that intention. If you have a desire, there is already this minute but very powerful microfilament that attaches you to its response, to its fulfillment. It's as though you're casting your line or casting your net with your intention, but it's guaranteed to be on the other end of it because it's already attached to it. You have just made the action. You've heard it said, ask and you shall receive. You shall receive because it already exists, or you wouldn't be able to ask for it. That's the way it works. Release your attachment to the outcome by giving up your rigid attachment to a specific result and live in the wisdom of uncertainty. How many would say that uncertainty is uncomfortable? Some are nodding, some are going, not so much. Sometimes we get impatient, though, with it unfolding, right? It means enjoying every moment of your journey, no matter what's going on around you. Let the universe handle the details. Leave the how to spirit. When we do spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer, we always like to, I like to anyways, I like to say, I really release this to the law of mind action, knowing that the how isn't up to me. The how is up to spirit. It's for me to decide what it is that I choose, and then allow it to come back to me in whatever is the perfect way for me. Be true to your true nature is pure spirit, and be true to that. Know that you're pure spirit and that you are creating through your thoughts. That is your creative medium. Be the consciousness of spirit wherever you go. Gently release your desires, and the universe will handle the details for you. You know, when we were told that we were moving from this location, there was a bit of panic with a few. Oh my gosh, where are we going to go? What are we going to find? This was so great. We love this place. We love this area. We love everything about it. How are we ever going to find anything that's equally as good? But that's not how the universe works. When some door closes, another one is opening for something better. And so I invited everyone that was concerned to say, our highest and best is unfolding in the right and perfect way. And then we took action, because that's important in an intention. You can't just sit on the couch and say, okay, I intend this, and then think it's going to drop in from the sky. It might, but then your roof's probably going to have a hole in it. So you're better to take action. Take action, whatever you're prompted to do. And then there's the law of detachment. Detachment is our willingness to step into the unknown, the field of all possibilities, and surrender to the creative mind that creates the universe. Would you mind saying this with me? And could we have full screen for this, Randy? Today I will commit myself to detachment. I will allow myself and those around me the freedom to be as they are. I will not rigidly impose my idea how things should be. Today, I will commit myself to detachment. I will allow myself and those around me the freedom to be as they are. I will not rigidly impose my idea of how things should be. And I'd actually like to take the word will out of there and say, today, I commit. And I allow. And I am not rigid, and I'm not going to impose my ideas on someone else. I put something on Facebook the other day, and it was about a really good friend. I can tell a really good friend because they don't impose what they think I should be doing, or even their help unsolicited. And isn't that the truth? You know, we think we know better when somebody is suffering or having a difficult time or whatever, and we think, oh, well, what, you know, I want to do this and I'm just going to do that. And the thing is that I'm a big girl. And I can ask if I want your help. And if I don't want your help, then I'm in the process of learning something, obviously. And to just love me instead. Love me and be there if I do reach out. And if I don't, love me even more. And I'll do the same for you. So remember, if you do want someone's help, and we have needed help as we're moving and packing, we need to ask. You can't just expect someone to know what's in your mind. So ask, and we have. So if you're feeling really helpful today, we could use your help. And if you're at home, on Tuesday, we could use your help. Today I remember uncertainty is an essential ingredient of my experience. In my willingness to accept uncertainty, life unfolds in the most wondrous ways. The more uncertain things seem to be, the more secure I feel, because uncertainty is my path to freedom. Can you imagine feeling that confident? I do most of the time, but there are times where that uncertainty, I get caught up in it. I'll admit that. But to be able to say that, wow, if my level of uncertainty is really high, then there must be something really good coming down the pipe. I step into possibilities and anticipate the excitement as I remain open to so many choices. And then the law of Dharma, or purpose in life. And have you ever asked, what is my purpose in life? What is that? And everyone has a purpose in life, a unique gift or special talent that you give to others. That's what it is. Just being you. Who you are. What you do. How you do it. Even if you think you are irritating others, that's a gift for them. To learn patience and tolerance. To learn love. I mean, you are a gift. If you're giggly and noisy and talk a whole heck of a lot, and that's also a gift, because it brings brightness to someone's life and maybe tolerance and patience. I mean, everything is a gift. It depends on how you look at it. So when we express this unique talent with service to others, we experience the bliss of our own spirit, which is the greatest of all goals. So how can you serve someone today? And maybe that service of others is to be patient with them, to love them, to bring joy, to bring a smile. It doesn't have to be money or big things or gifts in a wrapped box with a big bow on it, or just being with someone. That is a huge gift. When I express my unique talents and use them to serve humanity, time disappears and creates abundance in my life and in the lives of others. Have you found when you do what brings your heart joy, that there is no such thing as time? Like you get lost in it. And then there is this idea of interrupting, because sometimes we get caught up in the stuff of life, right? And so how can you interrupt the stuff of life to remember what is true? That's what I'd like to really look at right now. So when the voice of your old ways starts to speak, interrupt it with things like, well, up until now I might have behaved in a really negative way, but today I choose it to be a gift. Or I used to do things a certain way, but now I do them differently. Or that's not the truth of who I am. I am possibilities, and I can choose a game. And then there's, excuse me, but I have things to do, and I am a spiritual being, and you can say whatever you like, but excuse me, I'm not listening. And then there's a great song called Excuse Me, which we'll play in just a moment. So interrupt then, replace the old pattern with a new one that is more empowering and life-giving, and then repeat it. So interrupt the pattern, replace it, and then repeat. So for example, up until now, you're interrupting, I struggled with money, but now I'm learning every day how to open to life's limitless supply of abundance, and that's your new pattern. Now that might take a bit to repeat. I used to, that's your pattern interrupt, believe I wasn't very smart, but now I realize that people are smart in different ways. And I'm really smart when it comes to building relationships or connecting to people. That's the new pattern. Or maybe you have a critical voice inside you that is saying you're not good enough to have the kind of life that you really want. But you know that's not the truth of who you are. The truth is that I am an extraordinary person. You are an extraordinary person. An amazing manifester. And I am drawing in and attracting an equally extraordinary life. And it's looking for me now. Doesn't that feel good, the idea that your good is looking for you, just waiting for you? So here's a great song written by Irene Boggs. It was used in the Prosperity Plus program, and I'd love for you to sing along. I have the lyrics.
Whenever fear, doubt, or worry tell you you're not enough and you don't deserve what you want, just give it this message.
So we looked at spiritual truths and laws, and that you live in a spiritual environment. You are a spiritual being, and that all of those laws and so many others are the truth of who you are, and that you can say, excuse me, when life doesn't show up that way, and say that I'm walking my path as a spiritual being. So let's anchor this with a really fun and lovely song by Karen Drucker, My Money is Like a Bunny.
You say you can take it with you when you go. No, I'm gonna just enjoy myself, go with the flow. Ooh. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies. I send it out, let it go, it comes back to me in time. My joy is overflowing, I know God is my source. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies. Now you sing it with me. Here we go. Sing it with me now. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies. I send it out, let it go, it comes back to me in time. My joy is my source. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies. Money. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies. I send it out, let it go, it comes back to me in time. My joy is overflowing, I know God is my source. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies. They say you can't, not yet. Money, you take it with you when you go. No, so I'm gonna just enjoy myself, go with the flow. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies. Send it out, let it go, it comes back to me in time. My joy is overflowing, I know God is my source. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies. I hope you're singing it with a smile. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies. Send it out, let it go, it comes back to me in time. My joy is overflowing, I know God is my source. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies. My money like a bunny, forth and multiplies. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and going forward, multiplies. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies. My money goes money, it goes forth and multiplies. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies. My money is like a bunny, it goes forth and multiplies.
Quite there. All right. So, thank you so much, Anne. That was wonderful. Those 7 laws, yay, and excuse me. But I know somebody that would prefer me that I lived more with the law of detachment. That would be Chloe, and not Chloe, Gracie. It's like my kids. I was always calling them. Sure. She would like to be, no wonder she wants to be detached. I threw all her treats on the floor, and she's trying to get at them. Well, she has her Halloween sweater on. I must show you all. Here she is with her little Halloween sweater. Yeah, she doesn't appreciate it that much, Anyway, you go ahead, honey. You go eat all the treats. Fly, be free. So they're all over the floor because they were in my pocket. Anyway, let's just now, she has such abundance, she just says, there's stuff all over the floor. It's all mine. Yeah. But let's take a moment now to engage in the spiritual practice of conscious giving. There's envelopes on the back of the chair, those of you that need them. Others use e-transfer. I love that e-transfer now has changed that you can have automatic. So it just automatically flies out of I just spread it out. It's just wonderful. Let's say the affirmation together. Divine love that I am blesses all I give and all I receive. Thank you so much for giving and supporting the work of unity that we do. So, take it away, Emilio.
and I will share my love, share the joy you've given me, so all will see your light in me, in all true prosperity, and I will share your love, share the joy you've given me, so all will see your light in me, in all true prosperity. Use me always, every day, make me whole in every way. I am here to show the world how you are my life expressed. Show me how to really love, show me how to feel your peace. Pour your blessings down on me, shower them abundantly, and I will share your love, share the joy you've given me, so all will see your light in me, in all true prosperity, and I will share your love, share the joy you've given me, so all will see your light in me, in all true prosperity. As I live and grow within you, every smile I give, every word I speak is all a reflection of you, and I will share your love, share the joy you've given me, so all will see your light in me, in all true prosperity, and I will share your love, share the joy you've given me, so all will see your light in me, so all will see your light in me, and no true prosperity. Prosperity.
That was wonderful. Sharing the joy and the love we've been given. Just, we are so blessed. Thank you. Thank you. So remember that we're here to pray with you. Pray for things that you're going through. We need your prayers with what's going on here. There's so many things to do today. Do you want me to read what we're going to do today? Remove the TV from the bracket on the back wall. Remove the bracket itself. Remove the TV from the stand over here. Remove the projector and the screen. Stack the chairs 4 or 5 high. Remove the slat board from the bookstore wall and take apart the desks in the 2 offices. So that's today. Then, if you have a car, and I can do some of this, large photos putting in the car, mirror, the computers, the framed art, all these pictures in the back, they're going to magically appear in the new place, aren't they, Anne? And then at the new location on Tuesday or Wednesday or following, because we're not going to get all this done, install live stream equipment, run the cables in the ceiling. Oh goodness, there better be good people that know what they're doing to do that. Install the bracket and the TV at the stage. Install the TV on the stand. Assemble the desks in the office. Arrange the chairs 6 to a row. Clean the insides of the kitchen cupboards. Unpack and organize the kitchen. Yeah, we'll get that done. Half an hour or so, I think half an hour. Collect the dishes from the basement. Oh yeah, we have a new basement. My gosh, we have a basement. Oh, that is so exciting. Wash and organize the dishes, set up the chairs and tables in the kitchen social area. 1 or 2 little things. So if you've got time free this week, this is what we're going to be doing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What time on Tuesday? Well, the movers are going to be here at 8, aren't they?
The movers are here at 8.
Yeah, and we don't want to get in their way. 1 o'clock at the new location. Okay, great, great. So let's close now with the prayer for protection and the peace song.
Join with me in either reading this or in consciousness. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And all is well. And you know, if the word God is not something you're comfortable with, what about the light of life surrounds us? The love of life enfolds us. The power of life protects us. The presence of life watches over us. Wherever we are, life is. Whatever you choose to call it, it's still the same. It is who we are, and it is all of life, seen and unseen. So today is Super Sunday. We are treating those of you that are here with some pumpkin soup, I think, and some cowboy caviar, and there's a few other things like that. And if you're at home, enjoy your lunch. And if you can make it out this week to help us out, that'd be wonderful. So let's close with Let Your Love Flow. And belt it out, won't you?
It's all about the flow. There's a reason for the sunshine sky, and there's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when that love light shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then you'll seal it through the moonlit nights when you love her. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Just let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candlelights. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that wonder take you into space and lay you wonder. It's loving embrace, just feel the thunder as it warms your face. You can't hold back. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Just let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you know what I mean. That's the reason. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Just let your your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream. Let your love grow.
I love you. I love you. I love you. And we'll see you next week. We'll be in our new location. I love you. Bye for now.